up, everyone? It's your boy Jermaine, back with another video. Back with another live stream. So we in San Francisco. I'm gonna go down to Embarcadero. We'll walk around, go on a little explore. Yeah, we're just going. We're going down to Embarcadero. I think there's definitely a park straight ahead, but there might be a pier actually. Might be a pier that way we can like go to. If not, there's that other pier that's in the middle that's really nice to go to. I think it's pier 15 or 13 or 17 or something. So yeah, let's go. I want to do a little audio check real fast because there's not that many of y'all in here, but I want to make sure the audio sounds good. What are y'all up to this afternoon? It's a nice day. I thought it was gonna be foggy today, but it turned out to be pretty nice now. Well, I guess before the wind picks up. Yes. Go for a little walk. My gosh, it is breezy right now. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What's up, everyone? Oh, I thought these buildings are gonna open probably pretty soon. It's kind of a quite interesting neighborhood because these are some really nice buildings over here. These are like for sale only. You can only buy those, and you can only buy those. I think that white building there is for rent. I think the brown bottom is for rent too. And these buildings here are gonna be, I believe, all low income. So they're putting it right in the middle of all the other buildings, which is actually not a bad idea. You don't want to have the neighborhoods segregated. Rich neighborhood over here, poor neighborhood over there. It's best if you mix them together. That way, there's a really big mix. Let's cross really fast. No, I'm in San Francisco. Gonna go down to this to the Embarcadero Park, which it should be really nice and clear today. Yeah, it is gorgeous right now. Honestly, I wish I would have brought my jacket. Because if I would have brought my jacket, it would have been perfect. Because I could sit in the shade and be hella warm. I could sit in the shade and be chill, and then I can also sit in the sun, and the jacket can, protect me from the sun. This neighborhood is like, they put these things here. Like, it must be like drainage things for the trees, instead of just put like grass. You know how like in the most normal neighborhoods it's just grass and the trees are there? Maybe they did that to discourage dogs from getting in there, because like so many dogs are in this neighborhood, and if that was just grass there, with all the dogs living in these buildings in this area, that grass would probably be dead. So maybe that's why they built it, to discourage dogs from peeing in there. Because come on, man, it would kill all the grass. Unless it's fake grass. Good afternoon, Jermaine from Northern Arizona. Northern Arizona in the house. Yeah, this is it's a really clear day. Oh my gosh, the bridge looks so great right now. It doesn't always look so clear, you know. And today is just one of those days. I forget the name of this park here. This is I forget the name of this park. Cool. I forget the name of this park. I'll look it up on my other phone. This is the park with that big bow and arrow thing, which is right there. The trees kind of have it blocked a little bit. Oh, it is nice. Nice right now, Crystal. It's real nice. How you doing? You working today? I'm telling you, working now is so slow. Oh my gosh. It's like, is anybody spending any money in the city? You know? Yeah, well, usually this time of year is pretty slow. I think it's gonna actually start to pick up. Like, I'm gonna say this, but it should start to pick up literally tomorrow. Like, things should really start to pick up around here. And the reason why I say that, you might wonder, like, why tomorrow, right? Why not today? Why not last week? Well, what happens in San Francisco is the Pride happens in June. And Pride, the whole month of Pride, that happens like right after Memorial Day. So people are like waiting to take time off to go travel and stuff. Well, during Pride, it's actually the month of Pride. It's actually kind of nice, but like there's no big conferences here. There's like people just leave and go out of town. The weather is actually pretty decent during Pride. Like it's actually really nice. Now, that's Pride month. Usually that last week of Pride, people always go out of town. So there is like this like 4 weeks of it being really slow in the city because like people go out of town so much. And that's like the last 2 weeks of Pride. And then also a week of like maybe 2 weeks of July. But from what I've been hearing, I think things are going to pick up tomorrow based on flights flying into the city. So that lets you know things are going to be picking up. There's actually a bunch of flights flying into tonight too. So I think the tide is changing. You know, that's one way you can tell when the city's busy or not. Flights coming in and leaving. Also, another way you can tell is around the city, and you look at the parking. Right? You just look at certain neighborhoods, look at the parking situation, and you see, wow, there's a lot of parking around here, you know? It didn't take me I didn't have to circle a block 3 or 4 times, you know? And it's been like that quite a bit, at least I've noticed. And even when I'm on my bike, that's one thing I'm always like scoping out, like how busy is it? Like, is it crazy busy? Is it not? Because I'm telling you, when you have to circle around the block like 3 or 4 times and you still haven't found a parking spot, and then it takes you like 5 minutes to go around the block, oh my gosh, that's rough, you know? But then when you just ride up, you just like park in a parking spot, that's like so easy, you know? And it's been like that for a minute. Some neighborhoods, I mean, depends on where you're going. Depends on the time too. I guess it also depends on the day of the week. Say put all these things here to stop the skateboarders. You know, I guess it works because I never see nobody with a skateboard up here. It actually feels really weird to walk between this though. It feels like I'm gonna trip on it. So that there is the old bridge. Yeah, that is the old bridge there. And then over there is Treasure Island. It's really close. I don't know, maybe on camera, maybe it looks like it's far away, but if you're driving on the bridge, going the speed limit, which is like 50, which most people don't go 50. People usually go like 65, 60. If there's no traffic, if there's traffic, you're probably going like, I don't know, 20, 30 or something. But maybe you get there in like, I don't know, 2 minutes or something. It's really close. You can take a boat down here. I think, I don't know how frequent it goes to Treasure Island, but you can take a boat from the ferry building and you can ride it over to Treasure Island. Now, ideally, you could take a bike on there. You put your bike on the ferry and then ride the ferry over to Treasure Island. So that part of Treasure Island there is like the part that they're really building up now. They're building a bunch of buildings over there. For the most part, it look like they're all like residential buildings. Like I don't see anything else over there. I don't see like any office buildings or anything like that. It just looks like they're just building like housing. That building straight ahead actually looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it. That might be one of the ferries leaving. No, not that one, but there's a ferry behind this one. And it's coming straight from the direction of Treasure Island. Yeah, there's another ferry. Yeah, but that building over there is, that's a pretty tall building. I bet it's got really, really nice views. Oh, you been sick for 2 weeks, Crystal Lee? Dang, what's wrong? Yes, is everything closed? Everything is definitely not closed. Definitely certain parts of downtown, a lot of stuff's closed, but definitely not the whole city. I wonder what this thing used to be. It probably used to be a pier. You see the sticks poking up out the water. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up. Right now, do it. Give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up. Wow, I so wish I would have brought my jacket. It's like, it's not like cold, but it's a little chilly, How is the audio? I haven't done an audio check. I attempted to do that, but I got distracted when I was crossing the streets. Okay, I think it's okay. Let's go out on this. I think this is Pier 14, if I'm not mistaken. This is actually a really nice pier because it's made out of concrete. Unlike a lot of the older piers, they're made out of wood. We're going on the other side of the ferry building. It seems like a lot of them are made out of wood. It's like, y'all want a ferry made out of wood? Okay. So that's the one there. So I'll tell y'all a funny story. Like, this is crazy, right? This happened in the middle of the pandemic, okay? So I was out on the pier, right? Out on the pier. I had my bike leaning up against the side of the pier. And my bike had this basket on it. Just a really big basket. It was the Rad Power bike. And I was taking some photos, but I was like taking a hoodie off or something, or putting a hoodie on. So I took the phone off and I put the phone on top of the basket, right? And the bike fell over. When the bike fell over, the phone that was in the basket flew off and flew in the water. And then I was thinking to myself, well, at least I know where the phone is, At least it didn't get stolen, it fell into the bay. And of course, I never got the phone back. I left here with no phone. and went straight to the Apple store. So, and it was in the middle of the pandemic, so I couldn't like just go in and like get a phone. And then since I had insurance, I had to wait and have the phone like mailed to me. And I don't know, it took like, I think I had a phone in my hand in like 2 or 3 days or something. It didn't take that long, but it was an inconvenience for that day. But at least I knew where it was, you know what I mean? You know, it's kind of crazy when you lose like a phone and you're just like, oh, I wonder where I lost it, you know? But here, it wasn't like that. It was like, I know exactly where it was. Like, it's like right over here. Like I was sitting either at these 2 seats or those 2 seats. But I was like pretty close up here. And I just had the bike like leaned up against here. And then it just fell over. The bike fell over. And when the bike fell over, the phone, the first thing I did was like look over the rail. And then I didn't see the phone go in the water, but I heard like some water splashing. And if you hear water splashing, I mean, come on. I'm just going to assume it was the phone because I couldn't find the phone after that. So it was totally the phone going into the water. This is the other side. That's the bay, the San Francisco Bay Ferry. And there's the port, the ferry building. You know, back in the day, that used to be the port. But now it's still the port, or the ferry building, as we say in current day times. Yeah, it's a nice view. Nice view. I almost went to Pacifica earlier. And then I was going to stream from Pacifica, but I said to myself, I don't feel like going all the way there and then coming back, you know? And if I go to the city and stream, like I don't have to drive back to the city because I'm already in the city, you get it? So that's why I was like, I'm not tripping, I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to SF. I'll go to Pacifica another time. But honestly, today probably would have been a great day to go to Pacifica because on the weekends, especially in the summer, Pacifica like fills up. It might be hard to find a parking spot just because it's a nice day, you know? But yeah, I don't know, I can go there another time. I mean, Pacifica is a very, very beautiful place. It's a very underrated place. Place people don't talk about in California. I did drop my phone in San Francisco Bay. This was like in the middle of the pandemic, like 2020 or something. Yes, there's Treasure Island out there. Hey, I'm gonna stream from Treasure Island next time. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to start doing since I got this other phone cut on. I don't know if I told y'all, but like I got this other phone cut on. That's why I've been streaming like every day. Because pretty much I was building this streaming rig that Alex was using, right? And I haven't officially like got it all figured out and set up. But I did get this new phone number and this new data plan. So I was like, yo, I'm just gonna go ahead and just start streaming with the phone. Meanwhile, while I'm trying to get that other streaming rig set up. That over there is Angel Island. Yes. I like that building straight ahead. It's a beautiful one there, right here. Oh, such a gorgeous day. And just think, like, I've seen this thing flood before. Like the water's low now, but like in the wintertime, like when it's raining like crazy, like I've seen it flood. It's like gnarly, like wow. I wonder what are these things for? Maybe it's to keep the cruise boat, no, not the cruise boat, but the ferry from hitting this thing. Cause I guess the ferry goes over there. It's probably like a bumper thing. So the Bay Bridge, some people say that they took it down. No, it's over there. You see the little white thing on the bridge? So that's how they put that thing on top so they can do construction underneath. Right there. It looks really, really small today. Yeah, it looks really, really small. What's the temperature? Hey, Meta, what's the temperature in San Francisco right now? Oh, it's 67 degrees right now. Yeah, where is it? Where y'all at? Someone put it down in the comments below. Yeah, well, for the temperature. Nice. It's hotter than hell. What is that? Oh, it's SF, San Francisco. It's never really hot in the summer. It's more late summer where it starts to get warm. And for the most part, we have 5 days of like maybe days that are really hot. And really hot, I would say, is above 85 degrees, 90, 95. A lot of these office buildings, I'm sure they have AC because like I've been at the Salesforce. You see the tallest building there? Like I've been there. I remember one day I was there and it was like freezing outside, bro. It had to have been like 55 degrees outside. When you go upstairs to like the 40th floor and you're by the window, bro, it is hot. Like no joke. Like it is hot. And like you walk in and you feel the air conditioning because they gotta run that bad boy. Cause yeah, it's pretty warm there. But most houses, a lot of houses don't have AC, just because it doesn't get that warm here. I think a lot of the newer houses do. I think some of them do, but like a lot of like buildings I've lived in, even the place I live in now, like no one has AC. Unless you live in a high-rise or probably a mid-rise building. Well, I'm pretty sure like most of those like modern buildings probably all have AC. But I don't know. I did live in this newer place not too long ago, and it did not have AC at all. I think it just depends, But yeah, a lot of places don't have AC. Streaming live. Let's go into Ferry Plaza and then walk out and then cross Market. Thanks a lot for hanging out, y'all. Are you streaming with Meta glasses? Oh gosh, no. No, I'm not, because if I was streaming with the Meta glasses, this is one reason why I don't like to stream with the Meta glasses. It has its use case, but for the most part, you're gonna turn your head too much. Well, I'm gonna turn my head too much because when I'm crossing the street, I'm gonna look right. I'm gonna look down at my shoes. I'm gonna look up. Like, I don't know, that's kind of hard to share, all that movement. Versus I could, hold a camera in a gimbal like I'm holding now. And then the video's like super smooth, And then I can like turn my head, I can look down, and it's no big deal. Also with the Meta glasses, when you're streaming with them, you can only stream to Meta. So you can only stream to Facebook or Instagram. You can't stream that to, you can't stream it to YouTube, So I think that's a big thing too. All right, let's cross. There's a really cool statue here. Yeah, it's just like right across the street here. It's actually a beautiful statue. Oh my gosh, stellar day, yo. I'm just going out enjoying it because I know one thing, I know the wind's gonna pick up and then the fog is gonna roll in. Maybe not, but usually it does. Yeah, so with the Meta glasses, they're kind of cool. They're kind of cool to stream with if you are doing. They're kind of cool to stream with if you're doing certain things, I would say. If it's gonna be short, yeah, because also that's gonna run through a lot of battery if you stream with the glasses. Like even if you take video, like a lot of video with the glasses, it runs through the battery. Like yeah. So to stream with it, yeah, you're gonna be putting them back in the case, charging them real quick. Let's go for a little walk around here. So this here is the new pickleball court. I think it's not new. I think it's been there for like almost 2 years. But let's go talk about the thing behind it. Because they're tearing this thing. They're gonna get rid of this thing, I guess. Guess they're gonna tear it down. They deemed it unsafe. This art installation in the back. And I walked by the woman and didn't stop. So there she goes there. She's quite beautiful, actually. She's just chilling. She's looking up. She's looking up towards Twin Peaks. Any cute girls in that stuff? Yeah, but this is not the place to find the hotties. You gotta go to the bar areas, So this is the pickleball, big pickleball court here. How pretty day. So this thing here is what they're gonna get rid of, what they had to close down. Yeah, I guess it has some problems. I mean, but look at that thing. It looks like it's got some problems, you know? Yeah. They used to have water on. Water was coming through it. I'm gonna stop for a second. So don't go to the bars by yourself in SF. Why you say that? I'm curious. Why you say don't go to the bars in SF? I would think the bars in SF would be like chill, right? Don't go to the bars in SF, that's crazy. Any homeless attack you? Not yet. Not yet. I mean, there's always a first for everything, right? Yeah, it's just, let's keep struggling. I can't believe they're getting rid of this thing. But yeah, I guess it doesn't look great. It looks a little beat up, right? It looks like it's on his last leg. You could like walk up and had some pretty cool views. Y'all know how like everything costs so much in SF? I wonder how much it's gonna cost to like remove it. $100 million. No, it shouldn't cost that much, but I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit. I can take y'all on a little walking adventure here. I got a good one for y'all. Let's go this way. Wow, I actually feel that water is like hitting me. That's how windy it is. You see how far the water is? At least back in the day. What is in front of the lens? What do you mean, what is in front of the lens? Oh, you want to see me? This is me. What's up? How y'all doing right now? I'm concerned with the future of downtown SF. It's not lively anymore. Well, I will say that you got to think of a lot of places.